Dearmost students, we have been already explained in details about what all the important questions would be asked in our CBSE board. On the basis, the relevant answering capability will be developing by the students means no problem at all. So what is the frequent questions are coming in the every year CBSE boards? On the basis only we collect certain important questions. What is the difference between coleoptile and coleorhiza? So do you know coleoptile shoot apex? Here the radical and the root cap, both of them are entirely different. Apical bearing shoot apex and leaf primordials enclosed in a foliar structure is called coleoptile. The radical and the root cap are enclosed in a sheath called the coleorhiza. That is major importance. First you must highlight the major importance of difference between coleoptile and coleorhiza. That is really important. Here coleoptile has a terminal pore. What is the reason why we are that pore is already produced by the plant? Because it can easily emerge out. The leaf primordial will come out. First leaf will come out. Hence the coleoptile has a terminal pore for emergence of first leaf. Here coleoptile is a solid structure. So there is no need of anything because it is the root area, root cap area, radical area. Hence there is no need of any pore. Not in a pore in structure, but it's solid in structure. And here coleoptile protects a plumule. Do you know what is the importance of plumule? Radical, plumule. There is two important part. Plumule will produce a leaf, shoot apex, and doing photosynthesis. And these radicals are producing root under the soil. They can penetrate the soil. So it protects the coleoptile. It protects the plumule during emergence from soil. The soil is a highly thickened area. The softest, thin, delicate tissue of plumule. It has been protected by this coleoptile without any damage, and it can also possible to penetrate, come out as an emergency, and doing emergence from the soil. It will help, coleoptile will help for the emerge out from the soil as a shoot primordia, a leaf primordia. But here it does not protect the radical during passage into the soil because the radical is already cylindrical in structure, well thickened wall is there, and they can easily penetrate into the soil. Such a way the coleorhizas are not protected, not necessary to protect it. So this is a large difference. And here the coleoptile grows beyond the soil and produce greenish and doing the photosynthesis. Here after emergence from the here the grain here produced, the grains are completely disappeared. Coleoptile. Something it is always be there. Grain is always the pollen. What is called the grain is always be there. Here after the projection of emergence, the grain is stopped. So these are all the two important difference between coleoptile and coleorhiza. And what is the difference between integument testa? Integument is always covering the outer part of the ovule. So integument is only for ovule. After formation of fertilization, after the completion of fertilization, then it will ovule becomes a seed. So it is covering the ovule, it is covering the seed. So testa is covering the seed, integument is covering only ovule. And integument is one or two layers are very thin because it is pre-fertilized formation. Hence integuments are very thin in structure. Seed is seed need to highly protect. Hence it need a thick layer of seed coat is necessary. Hence thick and one layered. Here cells are living. Do you know what is the reason? Integument inside ovule and embryo and other endosperm formation, everything are living cells are there. They want to completely produce such a future generation of new zygote. Hence they are all living. Here cells are dead in condition because it wants to protect the outer seed. Inside there is embryos there. It wants to protect it. Hence it's a dead. Sclerids are absent. Sclerids is nothing but it's a hardened cell wall and a lot of hardened the lignin and various components are there. Hence, sclerids are here absent, not necessary in that one. Because easy to penetrate the pollen grains, pollen tube is very much important. Hence, sclerids absent. Here, rich in sclerids, because it is always hidden inside of the soil in a many days. They want to tolerate every temperature, pressure, or everything. Hence, the seed coat is always thick and rich in sclerids. Here, this integument arises from chalaza end of ovule. That is quite common. Here, outer integument of ovule. Outer integument of ovule is covered and it can produce, let's say, seed, thickened part. That is important. It is pre-fertilized because the ovule is pre-fertilized. On the basis, integument is there. After fertilization, integument will produce as a testa on the base of post-fertilization structure. That is the two important major differences there. And what is the one important question, twisted question may arise in our board exam. Frequently they can ask in various way of direction. One is if one can induce parthenocarpy through the application substance. Application substance means gibberellin, auxin. Such a way they can application substance are utilized. And which fruit would you select the induced parthenocarpy and why? அவங்க என்ன கேட்குறாங்கன்னா பார்த்தினோகார்பி அப்படிங்கிற ஃப்ரூட்ஸை ஏதாவது ஒரு ஹார்மோன் ஜிபர்லினையோ அல்லது வேறு ஏதாவது ஹார்மோன் அப்ளை பண்ணி அந்த ஃப்ரூட்டை டெவலப் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எந்த பிளான்ட்டை, அதாவது எதுலேருந்து அந்த பார்த்தினோகார்பி அப்படிங்கிற வித்தவுட் ஃபெர்டிலைசேஷன் அப்படிங்கிற ப்ராசஸை செய்வாங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. அதுக்கு என்ன பதில்னா, இன் ஜென்ரல் பார்த்தினோகார்பினா வித்தவுட் ஃபெர்டிலைசேஷன் சீட்லெஸ் பிளான்ட். அதுதான் முதல் மேஜர் பார்த்தினோகார்பி. வாட் இஸ் த பார்த்தினோகார்பி மீன்? வித்தவுட் ஃபெர்டிலைசேஷன், வித்தவுட் சீடு, the fruit will be developed by the action of external application of hormones like gibberellin or auxin, indolextic acid, something. அப்படி டெவலப் ஆகிறப்ப அந்த ஓவரி வித்தவுட் ஃபெர்டிலைசேஷன் ஃப்ரூட்டாக டெவலப் ஆகுது. அதுக்கு பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள் பனானா, கோவா, அண்ட் தென் பைனாப்பிள், கிரேப்பு, சீட்லெஸ் கிரேப் நிறைய பார்க்குறோம். பனானாவில் சீட்லெஸ் இருக்குது, கோவாவில் கொய்யாவில் இருக்குது, அண்ட் தென் பைனாப்பிள், வாட்டர்மெலான் big size without fertilization producing parthenocarpic fruit. And the lemon, they are all selected as a important fruit for seedless production of parthenocarpic fruit. So they are all very much important for economic importance. So they want to produce the total mass of production of fruits, because seed, suppose they may wait for seed formation, means fertilization means season. It will take long time, long duration. So we can't expect such a great production. But before that we apply action of gibberellin, the plant can get some inducement like the fertilization process. On that basis they can produce fruits without seed. So that can also be utilized by the human being for the purpose of economic importance, for selling the fruits so much, and they can produce lot. On the basis only one can induce parthenocarpy through the application substance. Which fruit would you select means, what are all the fruit mean? Banana, grape, pineapple, guava, watermelon, lemon. These are all the induced parthenocarpy. That's why. Why means improvement of economic importance. But the role of tapetum, explain. You don't forget the role. Tapetum is always be there, microsporogenesis. Pollen grain nourishment க்கு tapetum help பண்ணுது. அது வந்து ஒரு இன்னர்மோர் லேயர். இப்போ நம்ம போலனை பார்க்குறப்ப அவுட்டரில் எக்ஸைன் பார்த்தோம். எக்ஸைன் வந்து ஹார்ட் அண்டு திக் அண்டு, அந்த போலன் வந்து காற்றுல போகிறப்பவோ அல்லது சாயிலில் போடுறப்பவோ வாட்டரில் போடுறப்பவோ டேமேஜ் ஆகாமல் இருக்கிறதுக்கு திக்கனாக இருக்குது. உள்ள இன்னர் பார்ட் ஆஃப் போலன் வந்து இன்டைன்னு பேர். அந்த இன்டைனுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரென்த் கொடுத்து ஸ்போரோபோலினின் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு சப்ஸ்டன்ஸை கொடுக்குற இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் நரிஷ்மெண்ட் தான் இந்த டப்பீட்டம். இந்த டப்பீட்டம் கொடுத்து அதை கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ரெங்தன் பண்ணுது. ஸோ இன்னர் லேயர் ஆஃப் மைக்ரோஸ்போராஞ்சியம், அதுதான் டப்பீட்டத்தோட மெயின் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். டப்பீட்டட் செல்ஸ் ஆர் பாலிநியூக்ளியேட்டட் அண்ட் பாலிப்ளாய்டு. டூ இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். Many nucleus are there and they are also polyploid in nature. The nourishment they are supplying the nourishment for the developing pollen grain. Moreover, and outer exit is outer wall is there. Inner intine is mostly made of sporopollenin. This sporopollenin is secreted by the staphylococcus. That's all. And then what is the importance of apomixis? And just to give some few line about the apomixis. So apomixis is entirely different from parthenocarpy. It's a mode of asexual reproduction that produces seed without fertilization. Parthenocarpy, they will not produce seed, but here they can produce seed but without fertilization. So that point of view, apomixis will differentiate from the parthenocarpy. Example, ash, grass and other. So what is the importance of apomixis means it can also utilize in hybrid industry. So lot of seed can produce a lot without waiting for fertilization season. And occasionally if you are waiting for that season means it will take prolonged time, long duration. So we can't get full economical improvement. Based on only the scientists are doing this apomix process by which the seeds are ultimately produced in QG, in tons, and they can produce for the future embryonic development of seedling plants. So the hybrid industries are mostly used, and the hybrid variety of the seeds do not maintain the hybrid character because it is having the segregation processes there. So they are not able to maintain ultimately the long duration. So nowadays the scientists are doing the research. The genetic process will also be accumulated inside of the seed, means they can retain their hybrid character. Such a way the research are going on. So these are all the important questions you can expect. That's all.